Emma sat in her small apartment, staring at the wall. Her life was falling apart. That morning, she had lost her job at the cafe where she worked. Her boss said they had to cut staff, and she was the unlucky one. As if that wasn't bad enough, her boyfriend had broken up with her a week ago, saying he needed space. Now she was alone, jobless, and drinking wine straight from the bottle. Great, she muttered. No job, no boyfriend, and no future. She picked up her phone, thinking of calling her best friend, Lily. She needed to talk to someone, but Emma was too distracted and a little drunk to check the number properly. She pressed call. "Life is so unfair," she said, as soon as someone answered. "I try so hard, but everything goes wrong." There was a pause. Then a deep male voice replied. Excuse me?" Emma frowned. "Lily, your voice sounds different." The man chuckled. "That's because I'm not Lily." Emma froze. Her eyes widened in horror. "Oh no, I called the wrong number." "Yes, I think you did," the man said, still laughing. Emma's face turned red. "I'm so sorry." She quickly hung up, groaning in embarrassment. She tried to forget about it, but the next night, feeling lonely again, she hesitated, then called the number once more. "Hello," the man answered. It's me. The wrong number, girl," the man laughed. "Ah, I remember you. Are you still thinking about moving to a small island with cats?" Emma smiled for the first time in days. "Maybe, but first I need a job." And so, Emma and the stranger started talking. She learned his name was Jake. He was a graphic designer who worked from home. He loved dogs, coffee, and old movies. She told him about her life, her dreams and her bad luck. They started a game, one question a day. Every night, they asked each other one question. "What's your biggest dream?" Emma asked. "To travel the world," Jake answered. "And you?" "To open my own bakery one day," Emma said. Their late-night talks became the best part of Emma's day. Jake was funny, kind, and easy to talk to. He made her laugh when she felt like crying. One night, Emma was a little drunk again and texted Jake instead of calling, but her fingers were too slow, and the message was full of strange words. "Jake, are you okay?" Emma, "Yes, but the breast is too fishy." Jake, "What?" "Ha ha ha ha." Emma, The dress is too flashy." Jake, "Oh, I thought you were talking about fish." Emma, "No fish, only dress, too pink. Help." Jake, "Okay, step away from the pink dress." Emma, "Just step away." Emma laughed so hard her stomach hurt. But something was strange. They had never seen each other's faces. They had never even talked about meeting in real life. The next day, she went to a coffee shop to clear her mind. As she stood in line, she heard a familiar voice behind her. "One black coffee, please." Her heart stopped. She turned around slowly. Jake was standing there, holding his phone. Their eyes met. "You," Emma gasped. Jake blinked. Then, he grinned. "Well, this is a nice surprise." Emma's face turned red. "I can't believe this." "Neither can I," Jake said, laughing. "I guess you don't need to call the wrong number anymore." Emma smiled. "Or maybe I can still call just to say goodnight." Jake smiled back. "I'd like that." One day, Emma decided to search for Jake online. But there was no trace of him, no social media, no website, nothing. It made her wonder, is he even real? Then one evening, Jake didn't call. Emma waited. Maybe he's busy, she thought. But when another day passed without a message, she started to worry. Finally, she texted, "Hey, are you okay?" Hours later, Jake replied, "Sorry, things have been crazy. Can we talk tomorrow?" Emma stared at the message. She felt an odd sense of disappointment. Had he lost interest? Was he talking to someone else? The next day, she saw a picture on her friend's social media. It was a group photo from a party the night before. And in the background, was that Jake? Laughing with another girl? Her stomach twisted. Maybe she had been foolish to think a wrong number romance could be real. That night, when Jake finally called, Emma was distant. "Emma," Jake asked, "is something wrong?" She hesitated. Then, in a small voice, she asked, "Do you ever feel like maybe this is just a fun distraction for you?" Jake was silent for a moment. Then he sighed. "Emma, I know this is unusual, but I promise, I wouldn't keep talking to you if you didn't mean something to me." Emma's heart softened. "Really?" "Really," Jake said. "I was busy with work, and my friend dragged me to a party. But the whole time, I was thinking about talking to you." Emma smiled. Maybe she had been overthinking. Months passed, and Emma's life changed completely. She got promoted at the bakery, and one day, she finally had the courage to take the first step toward her dream. With Jake's help, she started selling her own cakes online. One evening, they sat on a rooftop, looking at the city lights. "You once asked me about my biggest dream," Emma said. "I think I'm living it now." Jake took her hand. "Me too." She smiled. "And to think, it all started with the wrong number." Jake grinned. "Best mistake ever." Then, he pulled something from his pocket. "Since we met because of a phone call, I thought this was perfect." It was a small silver keychain in the shape of an old-fashioned telephone. Emma laughed. "This is so cheesy." Jake shrugged. "Well, you love cheese. And cake. And me, I hope." Emma smiled, her heart full. "Definitely you." And just like that, a random call turned into something neither of them had ever imagined.